From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So that a nightmarish start to a football game as they give the ball away on the opening kickoff.
And they put their defense in a bind right away. They have to go into protect mode.
Rip, 23.
They'll run on first down with Wright. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 21, here's the second down and 6. Here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on third down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a first and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So first and 10 now from the 30.
79 Bronco. Let's go. Ready.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Mustang 19.
Get out of here with the
18. Pioneer. Hey, smash.
Moore, the man in motion.
Ready.
Now McCarthy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Come 19, go!
Here's McCarthy. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up fourth down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Wright. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, Lion!
Now Lawrence. And his throw here is incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
A give up the middle to Wright. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right. And it winds up an empty possession.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. This defense for the Saints, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
That is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
19 tight. 70 range. Stop below 18.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
60 by 6. Check go.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 more there and another first down. The Bengals at 7-1 now on the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Down at the 35, it'll be second down. And you look at this Saints defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Come on. Set. Mustang 19. 18. Pioneer. Ready.
To the air with McCarthy. This will be caught inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now they'll shift things around.
Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Hut, hut.
Throwing is McCarthy. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. 11.
Here's Lawrence to throw. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll work the middle here with Wright. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 37. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. They go play action with Lawrence. This one deep for Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there. 33 yards. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw McCarthy. Buying time to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hawks 70, Hawks 19 tight, 19 tight. 70 range, 70 range. Check go.
Back to throw. McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
7 Pirates, 7 Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down.
18, trap 60, trap 60. Check smash, check smash. Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Forced out to his left. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Ready? Panther 11. Panther 11. Warrior 70.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Set go.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Looking for right, and he finds him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half
They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30. And the Saints first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Lawrence will throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Think right.
Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the... Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In motion goes the tight end. 2nd down and inches. Olave over the middle. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
10 through 11. Go! Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready, ready?
McCarthy going to throw again. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now McCarthy. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So a big play coming up for the Bengals as they'll indeed go for 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60, Mustang 19. 18, Pioneer. 70, Lion. Cup 19, Cup 19. Hot go.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's brought in by Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Wright. Oh, able to avoid him. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Following the fumble recovery, McCarthy tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
60 Maverick. Here we go. Shot. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. Hook.
Here's McCarthy. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
19 tight. 70 range. 70 range. Buffalo 18.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Hurt. Set go.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. That is caught. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
79 Bronco. Chap 60. Chaps Mustang 19. Ready, right?
To the air with McCarthy.
If they get a game-changing score in this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. T.J. Edwards in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Here comes 2nd down.
19 Lion. 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think it's really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Lawrence. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So for the Saints, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's just their 2nd loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.